EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A play fake. Now Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, Williams. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. And it sets up fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. For the first time with Devontae Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
On first down, right back to Williams. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Here's first and 10. Prescott now. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
46. We're going to 54. Here's our 47. Here's our 46.
On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First one of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Rolling right. Williams hit and loses the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going on. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected. This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The return, it is Turpin. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
First down 10 at their own 45-yard line.
They put Pickens in motion. Prescott on first down. Flushed to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. That's a short pickup to about the 47. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 1. They'll go again with Williams. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Dak can throw it here on first down. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, a run with Williams.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third and 2. Here we go. In motion, Lamb. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll get back to Javonte Williams. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Got his man at the 6. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A 6-yard loss.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for Chicago.
Formation for the Bears.
Now the return. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They put Pickens in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Picked off by the rookie, Savon Rebel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And then he kicks that ball out of the air and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Sanders. A short kick down to the 7.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Go on,
gun. Here's Dak. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Tayo Odengbo. He's in there for the sack, and that takes us to 4th and goal.
The last thing you can afford in this situation, Mike, is to take a sack. You don't want to go backwards and make the 4th down try that much more challenging. Keep the ball on the ground. Even if you come up short, you get another crack at it. And looking now on 4th down, if they do go for it, it's got to come through the air. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
22.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
22.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Off he goes. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
This is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
On the give, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this ball's incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 22-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
2nd and 10. In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Cowboys going to take a timeout. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's inside the 35. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, buck him down, 23-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
What's up?
They'll go play action here with Williams. To the left side, he's got Clement. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go right back to Clement. He's got it again. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
What is on?
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On comes the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That's going to be fielded back at the 5. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own
First down, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Second down, Prescott. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
What is up?
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Donovan Izaraku. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half.
What is up?
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they need 7. To throw is Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10. They run over center with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice jump here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
What is going on?
Another run here. Another run by Swift. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3.
3rd and 5.
What is up?
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
What is up?
On 1st down, they give it right back to Smith. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
What is it on? Yes, yes, yes.
Here's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized there was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
In punt formation for the Bears.
Take this in, back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes us back beyond the 25-yard line. On the play fake, Dak. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's incomplete to Blue. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Dak can throw it here on first down. Now screen set up for Blue. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's to give up the middle with Williams. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jonathan Owens able to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one is complete, it's Pickens. He is out of bounds, they have worked it inside the 15. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Prescott on first down. Pushed out to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. This one out to Moore. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On the give, it's Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? I think at this point in the game, Mike, you had things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
What is up?
Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the linebacker, the former 1st-round pick, Kenneth Murray, in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
What is up?
Williams to throw on second down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Begin here on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Here's Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down. They'll set up to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
This is caught 2 to the goal line and in. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Ready, flip. Touchdown.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 31, here's second down and 3. Operating from the shotgun, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
Kill.
First down, Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. The outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Jack's going to push this one forward. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
On third down, Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. Going to come away.